So I have a question for everybody who's been watching these videos. Have you ever gone to a store before and you saw a game that may or may not have been related to something that you own and sort of kind of enjoy, but it was probably a game that didn't get high reviews, but you bought it anyway because you thought, for this reason, you thought that it might not be available later on at a more convenient time, or the disc quality might degrade in such a way that it probably wouldn't be worth it when you bought it in the future because the previous owner didn't take care of it. That happened to me about a week ago. See, a few years ago, my brother got me the game Two Worlds for Christmas, and I played it, and I thought it was all right. It was difficult, but I rather enjoyed it, and yet I didn't go back to playing it again because I just kind of faded away from playing the 360 at the time. But recently, I found Two Worlds 2 for sale in a store when I was walking around looking for Christmas presents, and I do my shopping early because, well, that's a completely different story. But yeah, I saw Two Worlds 2, and I thought, I remember enjoying the first game when I played it. You can tell that it's a game that didn't get super high reviews and why it didn't, but I like going back to, or finding like games like that, which probably didn't get high reviews, and yet for some reason or another, I enjoy playing them. Just like people will mark stuff down for pretty much anything these days. Like, I remember Legend of Zelda Wind Waker did not get a perfect score from most people for just because the sailing bogged the game down so much. And I enjoyed the sailing. Like, even when you have to cross from one side of the map to the other, I mean, there's plenty of stuff in the way. For being such an empty world, it's full of stuff. And very specific examples there. It's full of stuff. But I really did enjoy playing through Wind Waker, even the sailing, because it wasn't a problem for me. And for that, I'd say it would have gotten a perfect 10 if I'd had to review it. But yeah, people will nitpick about anything in a game these days, and it makes me kind of wonder, like, how many hidden gems are out there that got poor reviews and people refuse to pick it up either in favor of another game because it got high reviews, or just because somebody didn't give it high praise. I mean, I know it's their job, in a sense, to rate games and tell us which ones are or are not worth picking up. I'm not saying that's a terrible job, but I think that maybe that's what hidden gems come from, is getting low reviews and such, and maybe something that one person did not enjoy, or they might either be nitpicking over, or they embellish on something too much and throw a critic fit, or whatever you want to call it, over something that probably isn't that big of a deal in the first place. So I started playing Two Worlds again just recently because I bought the second game, and I figured I'd probably want to get around to playing it at some point. So I started playing Two Worlds, and I enjoy it. I can tell why it wouldn't get high reviews. I don't know if it's a hidden gem, but I enjoy playing it. And despite the fact it got such terrible reviews, and the flaws are glaringly obvious, but I enjoy the rest of it. The rest of it is all very fun. And I was thinking about it a few minutes ago, and I bought Two Worlds 2, not because I really enjoyed the first game and such, because I'd only played it one or two times, but I feel like it's a game that's going to, if you enjoy it, and it becomes a cult classic later on, it will either be very hard to find, or if you do find a game available, it's going to be in enough disrepair that some parts of the game might be completely unplayable because the disc was not taken care of well. So, just to wonder, how many of you out there have actually bought games because it was an opportunity? Not like an impulse buy or anything, which I admit this one probably kind of was. That's what a few of my recent purchases have been. It can be an impulse buy, but based on the fact of, I found this, it's available, and I have the opportunity to buy it, I would like to buy it while I have this opportunity because it might not be available later, and it might be difficult to find a decent copy later. That's kind of like what I'm going for here. So if anyone has any games or not even games, just stuff out there that you found that you bought because they wouldn't be available later, and you knew that probably not like a week or two down the road, but maybe even months or years down the road, you might have regretted not buying them. Just kind of a thought I had, and I was wondering how many other people out there might have encountered something like that before. So I'd like to hear from any of you if that's the case. I don't really have anything else to say on the matter, except that I guess if you want updates on the update channel, today is the first day, or I should say this week is the first week that I'm not going to have 5 videos coming out since I started the channel, and that hurts. It really hurts. But yeah, not going to have a video for Thursday, and not happy about that. Really not happy about that at all. So, this is probably going to be the first week of many where this happens, and I'm not sure how I'm going to handle this. Like, emotionally, it's not the most fun feeling in the world, but I guess things happen, and you gotta take them for what they are. So, as far as updates go, that's the only thing I have to update. But, yeah, mostly I'm just making a video to see if anybody has any hidden gem or before they were hidden gem stories to share, because I'd kind of like to hear some stuff. Hope to hear from you soon in the comments. And even if this video is found by you 5 years in the future, leave stories below. I'd like to read them, and maybe other people that comment would come back to the video and want to see what other kind of stuff people have posted. So anybody watching the video, leave your stuff down below. Just no hate speech, because that's stupid. Hope to hear from you guys.